Boxing has been Brandon Vera's choice, and he's definite about it. Brandon is half Italian from his father and half Filipino from his mother, and he surprisingly speaks the language well.
Me personally, being Filipino to me is knowing about the Filipino culture, knowing about where you came from, knowing about the hardships that the people are still going on through here, knowing about the government of the Philippines still stealing from the people. This country, I guess back in the day when the Air Force bases were here, I guess the peso was 2 or 3 to 1. Now it's 51 to 1. It's just knowing about the Philippines, knowing about your history, knowing about your family, knowing about your culture, knowing about your language. Matindi talagang Pinoy. I mean, mainit pang dugo. Yeah, I mean, as long as they come out with the perfect weight class, there's gonna be a Filipino fighter fighting in the UFC. Besides myself, there'll be a purebred in the UFC.
As proud as he is about his Filipino heritage, Brandon is also dead serious about his sport.
Mahirap talagang training natin eh. You gotta train 3 or 4 times a day in 4 different disciplines, and you still have to do your running. There's so many different ways you can get hurt, and plus your body's always tired. Mahirap talaga sa training, but mismo sa laban mismo, so pag nakapasok na sa cage, wala, 15 minutes lang, sandali lang yun, man. I broke my finger right here. Sinuntok ko ng tao, yun. This one got pushed back in. So, I got pushed like this. Pag suntok ko, umaba to.
Nabaga siya.
Yeah.
Like in Pacquiao.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yep, and I still fought. I fought and won. I knocked the guy out still.
Oh.
Yeah, and then after the fight, we pulled it out, got a cast on it, the whole nine. Man, sakit, man. Napakasakit. Pumuntik nang umiyak.
He believes that an athlete must be well-rounded in other disciplines as well.
If you're only good at one discipline, or ang forte mo sa isang discipline lang, pag na ibang situation ng laban, like if you're on your feet, okay ka lang sa kickboxing, bago you're underneath the guy, nadudurog ang mukha mo, wala ka magagawa. I mean, hindi ka marunong mag-defend yourself on the ground. So I think you have to know everything. Kailangan talaga, especially this day and age. The fighters have evolved so much. I mean, if you're not good at everything, you're gonna get beat up.
This half-Italian, half-Filipino warrior, who sports tattoos on his back depicting the forces of Earth and Wind, Infinity and the Trinity, hopes to bring honors to the Philippines via the UFC route.
What Manny Pacquiao done for boxing is what I want to do for MMA, for the Filipinos.
Another Philippine warrior who espouses his own preferences in the martial arts is Alvin Aguilar. His choice, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu means the art, directly translated, it means the art of gentleness. Okay, it was an art that was started in Japan. Now, what we do is we practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. One of the old masters from Japan went to Brazil, and it passed it on to the Gracie family. And the Gracie family came up with a form of Jiu-Jitsu that you don't need size and strength to perform the techniques. Jiu-Jitsu is actually the forerunner of Judo. The old Jiu-Jitsu before